Okay, on to the next one. Alright. Super excited. Oh yes. The red box. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so this is box number 2. Oh yes. Got the CCCP. This was our second upgrade. Tier 1 spin, got a Tier 2 watch. Wow, I like the card. Whoa, we got some instructions? I don't know, we never get instructions. Okay, so you open it up, and this is what we have. Now, I gotta be honest, this is one of the first watches that got me really interested in Watchgang. First time I saw this, I knew for sure that I had to have one. And so let's talk about it a little bit. So, President's Day Wheelspin win. Tier 1, so I paid 50 bucks. Got this watch for the 50 bucks. I got a Tier 2 upgrade. So, basically this is a $50 watch for me. Now, I've been stalking eBay and various other places for this watch, and I could never find it for less than $200 to $300. So it's holding pretty steady in the secondhand market at around $200 to $300. Now, to be fair, or to be honest with you, when I shot the opening video to now has actually been about 2 weeks. So I've had 2 weeks to wear this watch. I love it. There are some things that I would have done better to make this like the ultimate watch. And we'll talk about that. But so let's start with the glass. It is mineral crystal. It's kind of domed, but it doesn't stick out past the bezel really. I mean, barely, maybe. So I actually really like it. I like that the crystal's not screaming for attention to be scratched. Could it have been coated sapphire or just a sapphire crystal? Yes, that would have definitely sort of made this a different or better piece. But honestly, I try to take care of my watches. I try not to beat them up too bad. It's probably fine. We have the screw down crown with the star. It is it's like recessed for the star, and then it has like a blasted finish, which is nice. There we go. You just turn it clockwise to if you want to manually wind it. And let's see, what else can we talk about? So we have like a, what would you call that? Sort of like a blasted or brushed. It's a brushed finish. And then on the sides, it's more of a high polish. And you can see I definitely have not wiped it down since I took it off today. Solid links. I actually really like the links. The way it lays on the wrist, there isn't any awkward transition right here. The end links are solid. The back has one of the coolest features. It has that red CCCP. And you can see the movement. That counterweight is like a madman. When you're wearing this watch, you can feel it gyrating on your arm. See if I can get it to, yeah, just like that. At any rate, we have some info on the back. It is 15 ATM water resistant, so not 10, not 20, but right in the middle at 15. It actually says water resistant 150 meters right there in Russian. And then we have automatic, I believe, right here. Might be hard to see, but there's a little hair that made it inside the case. Which is kind of annoying because I'm somewhat OCD about little things that don't matter. There's also a close, hard to see little spot right here before the B that is like a, it almost looks like a finger touched it and left the oil behind. Now, I know it's kind of saying a lot because it's all nasty from me wearing it all day. You can kind of see it right there. But it's okay. We have a cheap stamped clasp, but again, I'm not that worried about it. We got some other things like the engraving right there, so you don't have to worry about it rubbing off. Now, I've been wearing this watch for like 2 weeks, so I've already got quite a bit of scuffing and scraping. And one thing for sure I noticed like day one is that the clasp pushes and rubs right here, which I think is fairly normal across a lot of different kind of watches. But you can see it's already got some scuffing there. Now, as far as keeping time, a big problem with this particular watch, it is like a Russian movement, the Slava, which I guess they bought the rights to do that when they bought the CCCP name, or whatever rights they bought and sent to China. But they run fast. These watches run fast. So I lucked out. Mine is not that bad. It runs about 5 to 7 seconds fast per 12 hours. So if you wear this watch all day, it's going to be a little bit fast. And then I actually did a 24-hour study, and it came out to like 12 or 13 seconds off at the 24-hour mark. So honestly, not that big a deal. Definitely acceptable for me. You know, I switch watches enough as it is that I may not even wear it for 12 hours. I may not even wear it for a couple of hours. So what else is there to say about this watch? It has an aluminum bezel. The bezel is fairly simple to turn, not too tough. It's enough that you're not going to accidentally bump it, which is good. Not much else to say other than that I absolutely love this watch. I love this watch. And you can tell by looking at the date that it's not your typical movement. It's not Japanese or anything. The font is a little bit different. Okay, so on wrist, the lug to lug is really great. The overall case size really is what I think the perfect size on your wrist should be. It's the dial itself is not very big, but when you add in all this meat and the overall dimensions here, it looks super great on wrist. Super great. So one thing I gotta say is the loom is not very good. It's not bad, but you can kind of see that they only did like one layer. The loom kind of looks like it already has like a patina, like it's older than it is. I don't know if you'll really get the sense of what I'm saying because it's already, the watch is already fading as we're looking at it. It's got sort of that crackly older watch look to it. So it's not super great. Not super great. But yeah, this, I have been wanting one of these ever since I first started looking at Watchgang. So this was a huge, huge steal for me.